Good morning. So I have completed Gold Helmet Racing for those who are following along, who are interested. I did put out playtest docs, I don't know, a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. And I have very quietly been banging away at this, and I have been able to complete it. So it is available for free. Gold Helmet Racing. I just ask that you respect my rights, copyrights, and all rights are reserved. So, of course, this is couched in a fictional racing series. This racing series would have been invented by a man named Roman Bruce. His idea: two men build a car, and they must race it and maintain it through a 10-week series of races around the country. So there's a little introduction to the game and what is the Gold Helmets Racing Championship Racing Series. This, of course, can be you can assume this is not necessarily cars. It could be motorcycles, racing a motorcycle or whatever around the country. Anyway, then there is Chapter 1, How to Play. Every chapter starts with a quote from a fictional book, Two Men, One Machine. Somebody in the book that's quoted in the book. Then we have the actual rules that outline, what's going on. We have a capsule, what a team looks like, a capsule for what a track looks like, and then we have the procedure for how to play, how to qualify, how to use the speed and qualify die, how to set your grid position with your race roll, your pit and your car trouble checks, your checkered flag final, how to do a pit and how to do car trouble, and what a crash out means. Chapter 2, Team Creation. Again, another quote from a fictional book, Two Men, One Machine. What the teams consist of. And then, of course, what they are, their definition of what these ratings mean. And then the creation paradigm, again, with another quote from a fictional book. And then we set down on an index card our teams, and we determine their ratings. First, their raw ratings, and then their actual die ratings. There's a simple chart for the die ratings, and a final team would look like this. Dunn Wilkes Racing, DWR number 43 car at 57 Chevy. And the driver is Jack Dunn. He's got a guts rating of D10. His mechanic is Steve Wilkes, a 60% mechanic. His car rating is a D8. His qualifier rating a D6. His speed rating a 55. His tie break a 30. And his guts a D10. And there you go. That's what, once a team's built, that's what it'll look like. Of course, the sample teams that were in the playtest are also here. The 52 car, the 33 car, and then just a look at generic teams. And then important things to remember, I kind of walk you through the whole document again, just making reminders of what things are and how they work. Then we have the Gold Series tracks with another quote from a fictional book. And then we have 12 tracks. It's a 10-week series, 12 tracks, but you only race 10 during this season. But you'll have 12 tracks to choose from to set up your schedule. One track is always the qualifying race track. It is never used in the series, so that would leave you 10. It would leave you 11 tracks to schedule your 10 weeks of races. So there will be one track that's not used every season, so you can rotate. You can change which is a qualifying track for a season and leave a track out, and then always shuffle those tracks. So it gives you a lot of variety without having to. There will be no rules for how to create tracks. You can certainly look at these grids and come up with your own D100 grid. I'm not going to create rules for how to make these simple D100 racing tracks. So there's Goldfield Motor Raceway, there is Ironworks Raceway. These are all fictional. Wellington Park Raceway, Americo Speedway, Pennington Motorsports, Pac West Raceway, Great Northern Raceway, Mills Roadway and Evergreen Downs, 8 Diamonds, Longville Mile, and the Seaside Motorway. The JHS generally consists of qualifying race. So here, and that qualifying race is optional if you don't have a lot of teams. You don't want to cut any teams out of the series. But let's say you make 40 teams. You're going to want to call some teams completely out of the series. They have to qualify to be allowed to race in the 10 series. So you could make 40 teams and call out 20 in one big race. Then I put optional rules here at the end. Rule 1 about crashes, whether your car is out for the season, you're done. or if you have too many breakdowns, the mechanic, if you can't save the car, you're out for the season. And Rule 3, if the driver crashes out, he has to survive a guts check or be injured and out for the season, in which case the team is out. And then there, again, the all rights reserved information. So this is free, so hopefully everybody out there can have some fun with this abstract, fast racing game. Again, this will only be as fast as the size of your field. So if you have 43 cars, or say 42 cars like a NASCAR field, you're going to have to roll this chart minimum of 40 times. And then you're going to have to go through and figure out the tiebreakers so you can set your place finishes for the checkered flag. Compared to most tabletop racing games, it's probably still going to be faster than a game that has 43 cars or 42 cars. But let's say you're only racing with 20 cars, you're going to have to make a minimum of 20 rolls, and then you only have to go through and break up those ties for those spots. So, it can be pretty fast, very abstract, very fast. So, anyway, everybody, hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.